Hello there, Leo. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Leo for December of 2019. This whole year has gone by. I can't believe how fast. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck for our overall view of the month. We'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading, hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. Guess that makes all of us Leos out there named Frankie. For the time of the reading, look at your moon sign and rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month. And I don't think the cards will go week by week. I think they're going to blend in and out throughout the month, kind of like an overall view of the month. Now, I have a short message for us before I start, and the message is like, be sure you do the work before you play, Leo. It's like, make sure everything's finished and done and completed, whether it's paperwork, work at work, or whatever I have to do. Some of us have Christmas holiday coming up here, but do that before I do anything else. We have really good words down here. They're gratitude, trust, wisdom, willingness, and abundance. Wow, I like abundance for us. That's a good thing. We have a really crazy reading. A little bit crazy, but it's good, I guess, in one way, because I think we're going to show up here in our own reading, because our first card here is the Eight of Swords. That, I guess, is going to be our little blip or whatever, but it's the ace. This Eight of Swords is like related to the Two of Swords, the one with the lady with her hands crossed and crossed in front of her chest. That's called the card of denial. But the Eight of Swords is a little bit different, because with this one we are completely conscious of that the choices we have to make, or the choices that are available to us this month. So despite it, that's the way it's supposed to be put, despite that, there's like a feeling that comes around the card of being trapped, and being unable or unwilling to make the choice. So it makes it a very painful state to be in. It kind of feels negative in one way, but I'm not thinking of it as negative. I know she's bound and she's blindfolded, she's surrounded by all these swords, and it would be a situation that's causing me a lot of great pain. But we're not without the ability or the resources to make to change the matters or make the choices. A bad situation can just be really, really temporary, and sometimes it can even be avoided altogether. But the way to make it different, or to make the change come about, is to take off that blindfold. In this card, she doesn't just have a blindfold on her. She's actually, her mouth is covered too. So what is that? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil type energy. Her mouth is covered. So these are just little ribbons around her. They're not actual great big giant ropes. So she could shake them off. And what happens with this card is there's probably choices and things, changes that we would have to make in our lives, or situations that are not may not be right for us, right? But we take off the blindfold and we speak. We see what choices or changes have to be made. We speak them, we trust them, we use our wisdom here and our willingness to make the changes that are appropriate and suitable for us. So we speak up. We're not in denial. We know there's things we have to do or choices we have to make. Sometimes it could be a really bad relationship that we're just staying in because we feel like, well, we have to stay. And other times it could be, like a job situation that I hate, I don't want to be here, but what else am I going to do? Type energy, if we're talking to ourselves about it, maybe like that. So it could be a work situation. These are general readings, so I can't quite tell where they're at. But we have those words here: trust and wisdom and willingness. Willingness. If I take off that blindfold and I look at what it is that I need to do for my own self, you know, for my own self, and I speak my truth, then I'm in a better state to manage my own affairs. So shake off the little loose ties here, untie or cut it off with a sword, look at the situations clearly, and make the decision. Make the choice, make the decision, and I think if we do that, it's going to work out really well for us, because underneath here is the Two of Cups. And we have a lot of people card energy in here, which makes it difficult to tell. So you could be thinking maybe it's going to be like energetics of a change in a relationship. I think for a lot of us, like going from one relationship to another, maybe relationship, or one job to another job, or maybe starting my own job. What is it I can't take anymore? Make the choice, speak my piece, and we'll alter it somehow, being willing to speak, you know, because our next energy is us. We got the King of Rods, so that's going to be Leo, Sag, or Aries energy around us, male or female. I love the King of Rods energy, and we're showing up in our own reading. So we're going to make some decisions and choices probably this month. And I'm seeing it because we have another card here that is a real similar meaning to it. So this would be a person of status, wealth, influence. It would be independent person, but it would be a person that would be inclined to help us. It could be our boss, it could be a mentor, a business partner. They'll say like a senior business partner. This is mature, more mature type energy. An advisor to us, like the Queen, of Rods energy can be an advisor to us. We would get good advice if we went, especially if it had to do with like money matters or things like that. And if it's not an actual person, right, coming into our life, it can refer like to a situation which is exactly as it appears to be. So if it was good, with no hint of deception around it, maybe if I'm making this change or choice that I want to make with our Eight of Swords card, there would be no deception, period, because these Rods cards are loyal, faithful, honest, trustworthy energy. It could be telling us to step up our game, step into our own little Leo selves for this month. It's good fortune. It's card of good fortune. It can come in the form of like unexpected help or advice or unexpected good news, a promotion, an inheritance, energies that come along that with all those kind of stuff. And it's trustworthy and wise, like our words down here: trustworthy, wise, really good energetics, right? So I'm kind of thinking maybe the decisions and the choices we make this month, wherever they come down, are going to be the right ones for us. The right ones for us, especially if we step into this mature type energy or mature, you know, power of the full on rods energy showing up in our own reading. It's a wealthy card too. King of, remember, good financial advice. King of Rods energy is good when it comes to money also, you know? Because our next card here, that's why I'm not sure if this is going to be work or what it's going to be, you know, because our next card here is the Page of Pentacles energy, so that's another people card, you know? And Pentacles energy is earth energy, so it's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo type energy. Look at him, he's holding this pentacle right in front of his face, right? And not looking anywhere else, you know. So pentacles to me, Frankie, are earth energy, so they're money, you know, that kind of energy. So he has the attitude that says he has the desire for money or a way or wants to um, achieve the means to gain, you know, material wealth or whatever, whether it's going back to school or going to school for a career or just striving to reach like the top of the heap of a profession. It could be us going back to school maybe to get even better or get a promotion, that kind of energy. Because the card is called the card of the scholar, where the person's so intent on what is there in front of them or studying or researching it or whatever. They have the book in their nose and they walk right straight into the wall. So it's a message about money or the acquisition of money or material goods, and it's actually very good because he bears good tidings. So any of us that having a rough time with money, you know, this month, we're not going to be. It's intelligent, refined, that type of energy, male or female, intelligent, refined, sensitive, appreciates the good life type energy, ambitious, determined, goal oriented energy. If it's not a person, it means that our own, whatever it is we want in the world, our worldly ambitions, right, are coming to fruition, or a message that concerns them is coming to us, which is pretty darn exciting if you ask me. You know, because it's almost, for those of us that celebrate, and we have the word in here, abundance. That's our word too. So he has that abundance energy all around him, and it's trustworthy, good news. Something I'm going to be very, very grateful to for. Very grateful to. Well, some money's always something to be grateful to, or because it came, right? Right, Leo? There you go. You know, I think it could be energetics around changes in relationships for a lot of us with that Eight of Swords energy in here. Because our next card here, see, we have 3 people cards coming up in a row, and that's Queen of Cups energy. That's going to be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio type energy, male or female. This is if it's a person, they are accessible. They could be like your wife, your mother type, the best mother energy you ever had. It could be a lover energy, a person that's wise in the way of love, wise in the way of the human heart. Attitude is very receptive and they're very approachable. It's be the best person you ever had. It be that nurturing energy, male or female. Just it's very nice, lovely, all encompassing is what I want to say. Energy. Um, if you're watching this and you're a guy, a lot of times this could be the woman that you're in love with. It can represent the woman you're in love with. It would be a creative person. Um, maybe an artist, somebody who's very visionary. They would have really high developed psychic abilities, and very accurate, highly developed abilities, you know. Um, but they would be able to temper that psychic, that intuitiveness with really good judgment because it's very mature. Um, I'm thinking here, if it if it's us ourselves, they may be asking us to step up or into the Queen of Cups energy, to be more nurturing, more loving, more kind, to enhance our intuition a lot more. Um, any kind of thing that we're doing, like business thing, creative thing, anything like that, it, or anything with an emotional tone to it, it would be coming out positive for us. You know, like if something was bugging us or we were worried about the choices that we're making with that Eight of Swords energy, you know, or how things have to be or coming about, we would know that it's all going to be successful and right for us, because this next card here is another 8. And 8 reminds me of the infinity symbol, you know, kind of like what's going and going around comes around, you know. So this 8, though, is when we are turning our back on some kind of a situation and moving forward in another direction. So this 8 shows me that the original 8, we are going to make the choices and decisions that are right for us to move forward, or look at situations that are no longer right for us and walk away from them also. You know, because it could be something, maybe it's not all that important to us anymore. Goals change all the time. Just because I had a goal, you know, last year that I wanted to achieve, maybe this year my whole entire goal changed, because all these cups are very nicely, neatly stacked, right, behind them. But so sometimes it can be, I really, really tried, I made an effort, but it was in vain, you know, and now I need to let go of it. It wasn't the right one for me. We might wish maybe things could have been different somehow, or but knowing that they're not, you know. So we're just going to cut our losses sometimes when this particular 8 comes up. Cut our losses, get out of a situation that's not serving us, despite how hard and our very best efforts that we made for it. You know, sometimes it can refer to a relationship, and we have King of Rods, Queen of Cups, and Page of Pentacles. And then the 8 of Swords energy, maybe that isn't working for us anymore. Or a relationship at a job, you know, could be a love relationship that deteriorated so bad that the only thing we thought we could do or should do was walk away, you know. So maybe this King of Rods with that 8, maybe being severance, maybe we're leaving the energetics of the um, Page of Pentacles going to the Queen of Pentacles, or the opposite type of way, you know. But it's something that doesn't serve us any longer, just exactly like this card doesn't serve us any longer. And being as this 2 of Cups, you know, maybe a new thing coming in. The 2 Cups was right under the 8 of Swords. Maybe a new thing coming in to our lives we're going to be more grateful for. It'll bring more abundance, you know, to the table. Bring more trustworthiness to us, you know. That I'm getting the angel book instead of the cards. And move forward or away from whatever it is that's not suiting us any longer. Whether it was a job type energy or a job, relationship, friendship, could be friendship energy that I'm walking away for and moving towards, uh, something better for me. That kind of energetics could come along with this. It just means, to me, this reading means it's time to make the decisions and choices, right? To change whatever it is that we don't value anymore, and to step up to the plate and do the right thing for our own selves. I keep looking down at these cards and those 2 8s there. It's like some things come full circle. So perhaps what I wanted a year or two ago, I don't want anymore. Or it's not, doesn't mean as much to me, or I don't want to fight for it any longer. That's kind of what the reading as it's flowing. It's like maybe I want to dump this job and take a new one. Maybe I want to retire. Maybe, I want to go have a good time because it's been work, 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 or I want an easier job or a better one or a promotion with that Page of Pentacles. Or just, I'm fed up with this relationship and I'm moving on. Something that's better for me because I finally paid attention and decided the change I wanted to make, and I did it. The choice I wanted to make, and I did it before it was made for me. Like that. This Eight of Cups energy too can be simple, like a kid going away to school, like to college type energy, and then they're still coming back and I'm still washing all the clothes, forever and ever. Hey, we got a good angel card. It says, reward yourself. What did that original message was something about finish up all the work, and it was like work, 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 work before we go out and have fun. Make sure finish it all up before we go do something. Reward yourself. That's something to be grateful for. It says you've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keep your energy, mood, motivation at a consistently high level. That's pretty interesting with going along with the way this is readings going. It's like walk away or make the choice and then, you know, actually give back to yourself or change the goal, and treat yourself good because you finally made the choice. It says you drew this card because it's time to reward yourself for all your hard work. Everyone needs rewards and you're no exception. A treat will boost your energy, mood, and your motivation, especially if you shake off that blindfold in that Eight of Swords. Invest in yourself and make time for self-care today. Give yourself as a much desired item, trip, or service and notice how your inner child blooms with joy from this loving attention. Take a day off from work, splurge on a treat for yourself, balance giving with receiving. Make sure you're allowing yourself to receive and appreciate all that you've done. That's the one thing about us Leos. We just keep doing and doing and doing. It's our generous nature, and then finally something goes like blip. Okay, you're taking advantage of me now. End of the story. Kind of funny. Feels like that type of energy with it all, and I'm going for something better. Well, Leo, that's our reading for this month, and I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, shares, your subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one of them. Truly appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me or just go neb about me, all the information's down below the screen in the About section, or if you need to set an appointment with me, all the information to do that is in the About section below the screen. Also, there's 2 short videos over there that are like 5 or 6 minutes long, and one explains a prayer class I put out there for you guys, and the other one explains the sutras. The prayer class is 2.5 hours long, and tells you how, why you do format the prayers the way you do. And the sutras are simple thought forms that you put in a meditation. It takes 5 minutes a day and enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. But videos that explain them are over there at the website. So to all of you I've met through 3 whole years of doing YouTubes, and everyone I've met through 31 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to be able to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next year. Bye-bye.